Alright, I think we're up. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. Today I'm going to run a Southwest Airlines Flight 2215 with nonstop service from St. Louis to Nashville. The aircraft is cold and dark, and I'm just about ready to get started. You should have the load data sheet there behind the right seat. Let me give you the CDU as well. Alright, you should have that. Hey Max, how's it going? No, not yet, Max. I've been taking a breather from doing any programming. I want to get some flying in. I've been doing a whole lot of that stuff lately. So I just want to get some flights in now. So then I'll go back to that. I'm still trying to get some of these conversion programs to work, where I won't have to start from scratch and do everything all over again, because that was a monumental task. So, but one day we'll be back there again. Alright, let's get started. Alright, DC battery selected to bat. DC battery switches on guarded. Standby power is auto guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Fuel pump switches are off. Wipers are set to park. Hydraulic pumps electric 2 and 1 are off. Landing gear is down. We've got 3 green and 3 green on the aft overhead. Weather radar is set to test. Master caution reset. Fault in-op test. And overheat fire test. Alright, ground power is available. Let's get on ground and we'll confirm with the AC selector. And let's get set for unconditioned air. Galley power is on, and let's align the IRS. And emergency exit lights are armed. And let's just cycle that trim air switch. And I just updated this. I'll take a look at that next go around. Alright. And we are at St. Louis, KSTL. And what's in the database for the airport pretty much matches what the IRS is picking up, so that's looking pretty good. Alright, the flaps are up, and showing up. Let's give them logo and position. Get some brake pressure in here. That's looking pretty good. Alright, let's continue with our pre-flight. Leading edge devices test. Service at the phone is off. Reverses are extinguished. EEC switches are on guarded. Crew oxygen is 14,000. Passenger oxygen is normal guarded. Flight recorder test. Lock airspeed warning test 1 and 2. It's going to be too early for stall warning. We'll come back to that. 3 green on the landing gear. PSCU is out. Let's check our oxygen flow here. Alright, and lights test.
Westshot 1102, clear to Los Angeles. Ursula free departure.
We have that here.
Departure runway 23. Squad code 6347. I'm sorry, that's not my notice frequency there. After flight plan route station.
Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, flight controls A and B are on guarded, alternate flaps are off guarded, spoilers A and B are on guarded, yaw damper is on. VHF nav is normal, IRS is normal, FMC is normal, source selector is auto, control panel is normal, fuel temperature is fine. Crossfeed check. Pumps are off. AC/DC panel is set, galley power is on, equipment, cooling, supply, and exhaust is normal, emergency exit lights are on, no smoke and seatbelt sign is on, window heat is on, and we'll run the overheat test. TAT test. Wing and engine anti-ice are off, electric hydraulic pumps 2 and 1 are off, 3 entrance ways are open, test, and a flight data recorder. Pressurization panels all zeroed out, temperature back there is nice and comfortable. Let's reset the master caution and overheat test. Wing body AC master, very good. And today's ride is 330. And let's check the outflow valve. Alright, and lights are good. We'll use the left igniter for this ride. Alright, let's do ATIS clearance and program the flight management computer. Hey Tom, how's it going, man? Yeah, I tell you, I had to take it in for maintenance. I had to replace the whole gear. And I had to go for a pee-pee test. Alright, let's take in ATIS here. 125.025. I think I might have found where my monitor is switching here. The hertz on its own. I think it has something to do with JavaScript. So I'm not running my lower display that has my control surfaces. I'll bring them up here where I can see them. But I think that's where it's coming from. And then I'll try installing the latest Java. And if that don't get rid of it, then I'm going to have to find a new home for that lowest screen. ATIS 125.025.
Short instructions. Advise
Alright.
Contact you have information Charlie. St. Louis Lambert International Airport. Information Charlie. 1951 Zulu.
Fuel at 6,000. Alright. Should have a good view on the way out. We're going to use 30 left on the way out.
You at 6,000 feet. Temperature 16. Dew point minus
3003.
Altimeter 3003. Density altitude 700.
Cross check.
Arriving and departing runways 30 left.
Alright, we have Charlie.
29er, 24 advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested, read back all runway and hold short instructions.
Hey Bone, how's it going?
Advise on initial contact you have information.
Alright, let's get clearance. Clearance is 119.5.
International.
Hopefully I have a nice run. I did some more night lighting work since Lamina updated some stuff, screwed up some of my lights. So hopefully I have that fixed.
Transit 4755, readback is correct. Be advised there is boat control into Montreal. Ground will get a wheels of time as you taxi out. Contact apron 12227 for the push. We check C227 for the business status.
St. Louis clearance, good evening. Southwest 2215. Looking for IFR clearance in Nashville as filed with Charlie. I wonder if they're working on this. I know that, oh no. Why do I have no audio? Why do I have no audio? Take a look at that real quick. What are you using for output here?
This is what COM 1 sounds like.
Oh, that sounds good.
This is what COM 2 sounds like.
Let's try bringing that back. See what happens. Let's try that again. I mean, I can see it on the text, but it didn't give me the audio. St. Louis clearance, Southwest 2215, looking for IFR clearance as filed to Nashville. We have Charlie. Clearance on request, stand by, but I'm not getting any communications. Yeah, I'm not getting any transmissions from SayIntentions. Oh, I'll let them know after we get done with this ride. Alright, so what do we have here? Cleared to Nashville via the Drews 5 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 330, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 132.125, squawk 4657. Expect runway 30 left. Let's see if I give that to them, if they'll actually read that back to me. Cleared to Nashville via the Drews 5 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 330, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 132.125, squawk 4657. Expect runway 30 left for Southwest 2215. Got a transmission there, but all he said was Southwest 2215. All right. Well, let's keep going anyway. Let's see if we can get to Nashville. All right. So let's say we did ADA's clearance. Let's program the flight management computer now. So you should have everything up here on the 2D screens to follow along. Let's go to the route. We're going STL to KBNA. KBNA. And it's going to be SWA, Southwest Airlines. And the flight number is 2215. All right, and we can even do that on the departure page. On the way out, let me show you our ride here. We've got the Drews 5 into Denny. From runway 30 left. And on the way in, we have Rhyme 2. And we're coming from Ranch. Yes, we're coming in from Ranch. And we're going to do the RNAV-Z into 2 Center. Right, and I believe we were coming from Wama, but let's have a quick peek just to be sure. Let me give you the charts here so you can see what I'm looking at. Let's go to Nashville. Right, ROM 2.
And PC of 812 Bravo.
Alright, we're taking, Wama and 2 Center on the Z. We get picked up at Wama. Okay. And let's have a look at that, and we'll take a look at some charts. Alright, let's take a look at this run.
Clearance 54, 35, identifiers 81, 2 Echo.
So, we've got Pyong, Alt, Edby, Bera, and then Drews, Please, Denny, and then Denny puts us at the end of the SID And let's fill in some things here. Right, T-I.
2042, 3952.
Alright, tings. And then rants. That was easy enough. Then in rhyme, Pecky, Jonelle, Obate, Jenkins, Waymar, and then we're on our way in. Alright, let's just have a look at the chart here. Make sure there's nothing crazy.
Good day, West, just 438 for Toronto.
And then the mist. So that's looking pretty good. Alright, so let me give you,
Alright, we'll go to Toronto, Hampo 1, flight plan on
and I'll take a look at that. Let's go to St. Louis now. On the way out, I said we had
Jet 177 with X-ray for Vancouver. Clearance, low 13, that's clear.
George 5. Let's see, what do we have restrictions wise? And we're using 30 left. Alright, so 303 is the heading. Yep, up to 1120 is already in the computer. And then Pyong, yep, at or above 25, that's in. Alright, and if we take a look here, Pyong 25, Alnet, and then Edby, then Bera, and then Drews, and we're on our way out. All the way down to things. And then we're on our way in on the approach chart. We're going to get on the chart right here at Rants. And then Rants, we're looking at, we need to be above 24. Rhyme, between 11 and 19. Pecky above 10. Janelle above 9. Right, then we have Obate between 6 and 12 with a speed of no faster than 250. Jenkins above 6, 250 max speed. Wama 210 at 5,000. And then from there we're going to head on in. So this is looking pretty good. All the way around. So Wama, mandatory 5,000. Then Yoso, Wayut, Simi above 26. Yaka is 19. And then we're on our way in. So that's looking pretty good. And if we look here on a mist, 4,000, and we are holding at high key, and there you go. So that all looks great. Let me give you the load data sheet. Let me bring up the same thing here. Let's get our load now. Alright, so payload. Payload's 3360, fuel weight's 128.6, fuel is 14.9 for this ride. Alright, so I'm going to lose the YouTube channel here in just a bit. Let me see if I missed any text here first. Yeah, in-flight music, there should be somebody playing, right? Hey, Roken Zone, how's it going, man? Yeah, my back's still bothering me from the landing from yesterday. Insurance company thinks I'm trying to milk it. Alright, that's all looking pretty good. I'll be right back to YouTube in just a sec. A little bit longer than that, but we're going to go set up the load for this ride.
Good evening, Rochester 1102 at
Let me have that.
with Zulu.
So you have those numbers, so let me give you the load, the electronic flight bag.
Go ahead, transition.
And we're going to come into weight, fuel, and balance. The payload, the fuel, I said this ride was going to be 14.9.
Oracle 3, Zulu transition of 230.360 squawk, Rochester 1102.
And our payload for this run is 33.6. Alright, CG is 27.9, and we should have a zero fuel weight of 128.6. And there you go, 128.6, 27.9. So now let me give you the load data sheet. And let me bring up the same thing. And let's come up here. And I'll take back the YouTube. Okay, I'm back on YouTube. Alright, so let's go to our initial reference. So zero fuel weight I said was 128.6. Our final reserve this ride is, with the alternate, is 65.12, so it's going to be 6.6. Cost index this ride, the CI is 35. And we're cruising at 330. Let's get our winds. We'll go to top of climb. And we're looking at 320 at 63.
Okay, so we are here to Paris Rendezvous, Verdot 6 departure, Lorca, track.
There's my 2. And that was 320 at what? 63, okay. And what do we have here for the OAT? Is going to be a deuce. Alright, that looks good. We're not going to derate the engines. Since they're not real, we don't have to worry about wear and tear. 27.9 on the CG. This is going to be a flaps 5 takeoff. We do have a slope on this runway. This is going to be down 0.4 with a heading of 302. And let's get our winds. 290 at 18, gusting at 29. Oh yeah!
April 7654, gate 160, CDC 116.
All right, trim's going to be 450. That's close enough. I'm not going to fight with it. 146 on the engine out. And that all looks pretty good. Let's get our descent forecast in here. We're at 32 this ride, 33 this ride. So we'll put in 20, 15,000, and we'll put in 10,000. And since we're down here already, right, let's get, on the back end, we're looking at 30.03, and let's have a peek at top of descent. And we're looking at 3, so that's going to be 3, and that's going to be 30.03. And let's go ahead and get 20,305 at 57. At 15,294. 54. Right. And at 10,304 at 42. And that's looking pretty good. Alright, that's done. Let's set up the pedestal now. Let me give you... Oh, you're not going to need the CDU. You're not going to need the load data sheet. And let me have charts. Back to St. Louis.
Thank you, Jet Airways 233. Contact station for pushback.
If I've got an issue, engine out, we whack some birds or something happens, all this will be done for me. So that's at 6. That's in Decision height is going to be a deuce.
Canada 426, backtrack, data
And cross check. Alright, 303, 303, 111.5. 111.5.
Terrace, good evening.
Okay, that's all looking pretty good. Alright, the squawk in here, I don't believe I put that in. 4657. Alright, that's in. Alright, good. Ground 118. 925. Tower's 118.5. And they gave us departure on 132.125. And let's get that in there. Alright, so the pedestal is looking pretty good. I will take that back. I'll take terrain, position, data, airport, and station. I'm on the master. You can have the slave. You can have weather, station, airport, data, and position. Alright, 146 on the engine out. We are looking at 303 on the heading. We're cleared up to 4,000. Okay, that's all set. Alright, nose wheel steering is normal. Got it. Let's check our panels here. And let's put that there. And the auto flight test 1 and 2. Alright, the artificial horizon is level. Ground speed is 045 on the speed tape. V1 is 133. And we've got 146 on the engine out. Heading is 303. We've got a decision height of 200 if we have to come back. Local pressure is 3003. We're cleared up to 4. I've got terrain on the nav display. Let's set up the 3003. And that is looking good. N1 is set auto. Speed reference is auto. Fuel flow is reset and rejected take. And we are looking good here. That's looking good. 450 on the trim. Let that run amok. And I want progress on you. That's all looking pretty good. Let's check the bottles. And cargo. Alright, let's get that test done. That should be done. And let's check the stall warning 1 and 2. Alright, that's good. Let's get these doors buttoned up. Get ready to get on out of here. I'm going to lose YouTube here for just a bit. I'll be right back. And let's get the APU up and running. No fuel in the center tank.
Increase climb. Increase climb. Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain. Monitor vertical speed. TCAS test. Pass.
And ground proximity. We'll do the long one. Alright, we're waiting on APU and doors. Let's get these doors buttoned up. Let's call for push. They can wait for us.
Cockpit, carriage driving up.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low.
And let me have you, and you.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Got runway 30 left right here, so it's going to be a short taxi.
2500.
Yeah, blue.
One time.
Alright, we've got it in the strap. If you need anything.
APU is up. Let's get on APU and confirm with the AC selector. Give it a minute and then we'll switch over to APU bleed.
40. 30.
Here comes our tow.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Too low. Terrain. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. terrain
Turbulence
ahead.
465, clear direction to Norwich, descend and maintain flight level.
All right, let's get on APU bleed.
Obstacle.
And let's get disconnected. All right. Brake pressure is good. We can remove the chocks, ASU. And we are completely disconnected. All right.
15 miles south of Ruiz at 210, correct? W2730, affirmative, 15 south of Ruiz at 210.
Hey, Nate, how's it going?
W2730, when you transition, maintain 300 knots of
I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting a ride in now. Have to fend for myself for dinner because my wife's going out with her girlfriend down the block. So, but that means I'm gonna get another uninterrupted ride later. So, gonna be a very good day. All right, we're getting picked up, and we are on ground. Yes.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
St. Louis ground. Good evening, Southwest 2215 at gate 14. Ready for push and start with Charlie. Let's see if we get any audio. All it said was it said Southwest 2215 St. Louis ground. That's all it said. I think they must be working on this, so there must be an issue. All right, let's back on out of here. Let's keep going. Yeah, it's going to be a win-win today. All right, let's get the clock going. And let's release the parking brake. And let's go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Pressure's good. Anti-collision lights coming on, and we're starting number 2. I had to rework the airport lighting in here. They were practically non-existent when I got to this airport. Probably noticeable from my last ride when I came in. And I'm not going to hold that out. My shoulder's still bugging me. It's one of the joys of getting older.
210 Southwest 2593.
2593, maintain 300 knots or less of the descent.
And 300 or less in the descent, Southwest 2593.
Flight 3794, descend and maintain flight level 270, transition at 280 knots.
All right, 2 is stable.
Descend and maintain 270, transition at 280 knots.
That's looking good. Pressure's good. We're starting number 1.
Hello, Bavarian Type 0, Spanish Type 0, 400, passing 2 passing.
Bavarian 50 from the Mendoza to maintain flight level 340.
Left land level 340, Bavarian Type 0.
Oh yeah, let's get on out of here.
Reset transponder squawk 3553.
So Southwest did this ride in an hour in the real world, so we'll see just how close we come to that.
Plus 908, contact the center on 133.42.
Hey, 3342, make sure it's...
Hopefully the night lighting isn't too oversaturated for you guys.
Squawk 3442.
Disconnecting tail. Stand by.
All right, and we're stable here. And we got a clean board.
790, clear direct Ruiz, cross 25 south of Ruiz, 210.
25 south of Ruiz, 210.
That is a Christ head. I got that when I was 16 years old. One of the reasons why I got a Christ head. I figured if my mom was going to kill me, how could she kill me over a Christ head? You know?
Cross 25 south of Ruiz, 210.
Cross Ruiz 25,000, 210, South 2794.
Didn't take long before she knew it was there, though. But she didn't go too crazy.
Ruiz flight level 210, South 37.
Tail is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Cancel going right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
3.42.
Blazer 469.
All right, there goes the tow.
All right, go down to 210 at this time now, JetBlue 790.
TA, auto, give you the flight controls.
Southwest 3794, I apologize. Disregard the crossing, descend now to maintain the flight 0210.
All right, we're looking pretty good. Let's have a quick peek before we get out of here. Ah, that top half is done. Out, exterior lights as needed, we are good. APU is needed, it's off. Master caution recall, we got a clean board. Flaps are set for takeoff. Transponders TA auto. Weather radar set for auto, and flight controls are free and clear. We're pretty much good to go. St. Louis ground, Southwest 2215 at gate 14. Looking to taxi to runway 30 left. No, this is X-Plane Bones. I run X-Plane 12 at night. So, and I have MS 2020 installed, but I have to get Device Interface Manager. That is the interface for my hardware back up and running. So, yeah, they must be working on this because I'm getting nothing. St. Louis ground just said 2215 and nothing else. So, all right, we're good to go. All right, St. Louis, we catch you on the flip side.
360, that'll be right for direction.
17 level, 360,
I am using the latest and greatest from Zibo-Mod, 4.04 point, I believe it's 2.5 or 2.6 now. I just put it in today.
720, flight level 350, continuous flight chop.
And this is actually the first go that I'm having a look at this to see if we're good.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
So we'll see. We're going to find out together. All right, we got a right coming up here.
Chicago 497, connection 128.75.
I do notice with my adjustments, they're not flickering as much on the right and left-hand sides anymore. The lights look pretty solid. It looked like the monitors were getting a little confused about the lights and they were flickering a little bit too much. Seem a little bit better now. Basically, you got this down the Gulf.
Air Transat 407 connection on 118.42.
And let's switch over to tower. 118.5.
American 106, find the flight level 370.
370, American 106.
Would have been nice if we had a right turn coming out of St. Louis, but we got a left. My head will probably be in the way of that monitor there for the most part.
W790 contact on 133.42.
3342 JetBlue 790.
So those you do, they're going to block 111 for the Alpha 3307 left to get about. Okay, reply 111, send it right here.
And for those of you joining in also, the night lighting that you're going to see out there, this is my night lighting edits. So if you don't like the lighting, that's on me, not on Laminar.
Spirit 959, I'm altitude maintain flight level 320 for direction Snow Hill. Clear direction Snow Hill, Sterling 959.
St. Louis Tower, good evening, Southwest 2215, holding short, runway 30 left, ready for departure.
Southwest 2215, St. Louis Tower.
That's it, that's all I get. All right, so we're good to go.
American 106, connection 128.75.
American 106.
Let me get my clock going, TARA, and let's have a peek, shall we? Data notification is complete. Exterior lights as needed. We are good. Engine start selectors to continuous. Auto throttles armed. Transponders TARA auto. Parking brake release 40% and we're out of here.
21 Heavy 390.
Lufthansa 521, Center Roger.
Good evening, JetBlue 1865, 30.4.
Guess what I can't do is give you that.
1865, Center Roger. Good direct to the Zizi intersection.
Direct to Zizi intersection, JetBlue 1865.
All right, give me 40% on the throttles. Hope the lights aren't too overpowering on the camera, but they look good here.
Southwest 3917, descend and maintain flight level 310.
Stable, toga.
330, Southwest 3917.
Thrust set, airspeed's active. Check, throttle hold. And we're stable through 80.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. Alright, at 400 we're going to give this to Zibo. See how the auto flight system does. This is the first flight with this bad boy. Oh, we're going to see how she handles this.
1,000.
That's the inner marker. We can turn the markers off. And they're not going to tell us to contact departure, so we're going to head straight on up. And we're cruising at 330.
Delta 192, connect to 128.75. 5, Delta 192, goodbye.
All right, Pyong, we need to be above 2,500. We're at 36 already. Flaps 1. And then at Hagee, we need to be above 25. Well, actually, no, we're making a left here. So, we're good all the way out now. That was the only constraint. And flaps up. And we're going to 237. Get my head out of the way. You can get a view out that window. And again, that's my night lighting edit, so if you don't like it, that's on me. Not Lamina.
American 712, traffic 11 o'clock and 5, south out of 360, Airbus 320, lower clearing. 712. American 720, connect 133, or 128.75.
128.75, American 720, good evening.
Might have to lower down the brightness on that just a little bit. I think that left one might be a little out of whack. Hard to tell from this seat. We're going to 201.
1842, Airfly 111. Thank you, 1842, Airfly 111. American 712, to maintain flight level 250. 250, American 712.
Rather nice view. And 147. Yeah, it might be a little too bright.
6 Hotel Alpha 143? Yes, sir. 6 Hotel Alpha, clock maintain flight level 430. 430, clock 36 Hotel Alpha. Take my slow job here, 400. 599, next low 200, 50340. Alright, so simply 599, that's our record.
And let's clean her up.
United 915, flight level 350.
Climbing up beautifully. And the temperature's fine. EGT N1, N2, fuel flow, oil, temperature, quantity, vibrations all looking just fine. Yeah, I think that might be just a touch too bright on that side. All right, and we're inbound Barra. And at Barra, we should have 13.2 on the fuel. We're 13.5 right now. Looking pretty good. Once we swing this turn, we'll let them out of their seats. It's pretty smooth. And we got a tailwind helping us today. That doesn't happen that often. I usually fight a headwind when I'm in here. 50 knot tailwind right now. And we're going to 112. And we are inbound Rouge. There's a view for you out that window. But I think I have to lower it down just a little bit though. It is a nice looking view though. We're letting them out of their seats now. We're climbing up beautifully.
Connect
245 miles to go to Nashville. 67 to top of climb. And I'll take the weather now. You can have the terrain. And we can get on. Oh. Standard pressure. And let's have a quick peek. Autopilot's engaged, and notification is complete. Cap pressurization and temperature, we're going to monitor that. Engine bleeds are on, pack switches to auto. APU is needed, APU off, that is. Exterior lights as needed, they're set. Engine start select is as needed, they're off. Auto brake selector is off, landing gear is up and off, and we are set for standard pressure. And there's no weather out there for the next 160 miles. We're looking pretty good.
You're clear to DD and left of course, direct to Disney when you're able.
We'll shoot for 599, thank you.
Southwest 4178, we're directing it. Southwest 4178, man, right here.
As you can see by the chart, just by the time we get off the departure here out of St. Louis, we're going to be on the arrival into Nashville. Quick ride, an hour. With that, we left the gate 16 minutes ago, and we entered the runway 9 minutes ago. We've got 230 miles to go, with 52 miles to top of climb. We're not going to be up here long. That should be in range. Pretty good run from the Zibo-Mod, from cold and dark to where we are now. And that's the latest one, 404 point, I believe it's 25 or 26 he just put out today. That's in here.
Traffic at 11 o'clock, 100 miles southwest, on time and south speed below your about 321. I'm looking. Lift up to 553, traffic 12 o'clock, 5 miles east on the flight level 350, heavy 77. Put a 563 right there, thank you.
Yeah, I think after this ride, I'm going to go on Discord and see if there's something going on with
915, 128.75 today.
with SayIntentions. something a little screwy going on with their program. And that I just installed today as well. Can't see the ID number on it though.
Air France 019 center 128.75. 2875.
Alright, so at Drew's, we should have 12.3 on the fuel with 12.4. We'll have 10.3 when we get in. Another 220 miles to go. 40 miles, top of climb. And we're coming up beautifully. Oh no, great ride so far. No complaints. I don't know if you can make out the city lights down there. They look pretty good from up here.
4178, what was your question? Moving northwest, Southwest 4178. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, sir.
My wife. She just dropped off my pills. And she's going to take the vacuum out of the other pool at the other house. Alright, so that's Drew's. We're still on the departure out of St. Louis, but we're just not on the moving map display anymore. And we're inbound plus. And we're looking at 134.
42, squawk 3537. 3537, United 42.
Pretty good run.
American 2120, clear direction 50. American 2120, you'll be clear direction 50. Direction 50, American 2120.
And we're just about 100 miles off of the arrival chart into Nashville. And that should be coming into range now. Let me go take my meds. I'll be right back.
United 42 requesting 320 available. United 42, you able 330? Affirmative, United 42. United 42, minus maintain flight level 330. Minus maintain United 42. Stop 3178, descend and maintain flight level 370. 270, Southwest 4170. American 2120, we need 10 left 11. American 2120, Roger, you can deviate left of course to the direction to KBNA 105. 10 left, we'll call you on that. Center Delta 553. Yeah, they something started about, they came out ahead of us, we're going to need less deviations around that, about a 225 heading for now. Alright, hold on a second, just call ahead. Delta 553, clear direction extinction, India 0 out, does that help? Stand by for Delta 553.
We're not on that display anymore anyway. And what we can do, let's get the back end in here. A lot of it's done already anyway.
1,000 to go.
We're just going to have one more peek here. Rants, okay. 224. Rhyme between 11 and 19. Peggy above 10. Jonelle above 9. Oblate 250 between 6 and 12. Okay, Jenkins 250 at 6.
128.3, D-Mod, for you,
Wama. That all looks good. put this in.
23 Charlie, climb and maintain, flight level 290. Takeoff.
That's good. That's going to be 295. Oh.
48, maintain flight level 230.
And cross check. That looks pretty good. What do we have on the back end? We had 3003.
4178, maintain flight level.
And that looks good. All right. And Hickory, we're holding at 4.
48, climb and maintain flight level 250.
Hickory, we're holding at 4. All right, that looks good. Now, Wama, mandatory at 5,000. Good. You know what? How about we come in a little bit slower? You want us below 210 anyway. So why not enjoy the view?
That at 946, contact center 128.75. 2835 and 946.
And what do we have at? Yeah.
2120, contact center 133.12. 20. 553, contact center 133.12. Get it. Switch 23 Charlie, contact center 128.75.
That looks what I want.
North Shuttle 41 uniform, contact center 133.12. 41, okay.
And let's take a look at Jenkins real quick. Now, what are you crying about at Jenkins? 250 above 6. Yeah, okay. So what's wrong with that? Let's see if we can give you that. Will you stop crying then? No. All right, so you're going to stay just the way you are. Jenkins. All right, what are we looking at? 35 miles now, top of descent. We have 160 miles to go to Nashville. And we are looking pretty good. It's not socked in, but just in case.
Good evening, Delta 126 Heavies out of 152-190. Delta 126 Center, good evening, climb and maintain flight level 290. Delta 126 is cleared to flight level 290. 126, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Just in case.
What kind of rods in the clock?
All right, that's all looking pretty good, and we can even put you in.
Okay, thanks.
Give another couple of minutes, and we'll get them back in their seats. And that should be a 5. 150 miles to go now. So Southwest did this ride in an hour. We're going to see just how close we can come to that. 27 minutes since we left the gate, 19 since we entered the runway. So right now it's 3:57. We're doing at 4:23. So about a half hour. And we got a tailwind helping us along this ride. Usually fighting headwinds, but we got a tailwind. 68, 69 knots, man. Nice. All right, that should be coming into range now. And at things, we should have 11.1 on the fuel. We're 11.3 right now. Looking pretty good. N1, N2, fuel flow, oil, temperature, quantity, vibrations, all looking fine. Pressure's good. Temperature back there is nice and comfortable for them. We are getting rocked a little bit. If it picks up any more, we'll put them back in their seats. Going to be getting in their seats anyway. Another 15 miles to go. So, you know what? We're just going to put them back in their seats. Getting bumped a little bit. We're going to be heading down, so I'll take the terrain now. You can have the weather. Oh yeah, look, we're getting whipped now. Coming into unstable air here.
Beaver 116, center, climb and maintain flight level 350.
All right, so let's have a peek at that. We're going to get picked up at Ranch and then about another 25 miles. Although it's not to scale, so we're not going to be on that chart. But above 24, we're good all the way down to 11. We'll definitely be above 24 at Ranch. And then we're good down to 11. But by the time we hit Obate, we'll be on that moving map display. And we're going to 107. And we are on our way down. So that's 29 minutes since we left the gate, 22 minutes since we entered the runway. And we've got 125 miles to go. And I gave it to the auto flight system at 400 feet. So far, she's been beautiful. The latest from Zibo-Mod. That should be in range. And at Ranch, we should have 11.1. We're 11.1 on the fuel right now. And we need to be above 24,000. We're at 30,007 descending. So, you want some drag? We'll give you some drag, baby.
American 2395, Frederick, Manta. What's the Manta, 2395? United 974, contact center 128.75. What's the 75? Level 184, reset transponder, squawk 3546. Alright, squawk now 3546, jump to 184.
Just bring you all the way back. Now we're going to 126. And we're coming down beautifully.
Yeah, we called that earlier. Director Proby, descent to level 290, jump to 184. Thank you.
And we are inbound alignment. So we need to be above 24. We're at 26.7. So that constraint is met. Don't know if you have a decent view of the night lighting out that window, but it looks pretty good from in here.
Good evening, W1326, 31-4, descending 270.
But I do think I have to turn down the left a little bit. I think it's a little bit too bright. Have to get a little bit of HDR in there. Dim it down some. That should be coming into range.
106, climb and maintain flight level 330.
So we need to be between 11 and 19. We're 25.1 descending, so we're looking pretty good.
Take your turn left further than
Give you a little speed break here
sir, it's just our
before you ask for it.
captured the course a little bit late, so it's trying to correct itself and correcting that now on course material. All right. Delta 184 is going to maintain flight level 190, lead 2,000 feet, minute and
Yeah, about 50 odd miles. We should be on that chart. And we're inbound Ryman now.
American 2395, contact center 128.3. 28.3, about 2325.
Oh no, great run from the mod.
Delta 106, center 128.75. 2875, Delta 106.
There's one thing I didn't check with these lights, being that I brightened them up a bit. I haven't done the JFK Parkway visual. I have to go take a look at that, see what it did to the rabbit, you know, the light, the lead-in lights. I'm hoping they look pretty good now. They were a little dull.
And Boston, the Area 290 Victor, training climbing to level 190, direct to Alpha Charlie Kilo. Area 90 Victor, center climbing, maintain flight level 370. Climb to maintain 370, Area 390 Victor.
City lights are starting to pop in here on the right.
1326, contact center 123.42. 3342, JetBlue 1326, good day. Okay.
So we need to be below 19 and above 11. We're at 19.7 now, descending, and we're still 20 miles out of Ryman, so that constraint's going to be met.
JetBlue 1266-350, light chop, direct probing. JetBlue 1266, you say you're direct probing? Affirmative. Angle the 444 heavy.
That should be coming into range now, and 7.
Delta 444, better cover maintain, level 370. Delta 444, level 370, outer right, climb to 9. JetBlue 170, flight level 280. Delta 444, nothing more than light off the front. Thanks, sir.
And we'll go on local pressure. And let's have a peek. Bleed air panel is set for auto. Pressurization panel landing altitude is in. Passenger signs are on. Auto brake selector is set. Flight instruments and radios are set. We have local QNHs in. Recall. And we got a clean board. Alright, landing data VREF minimum is the only thing I got to put in. Let's see how fast we're coming in here this evening. Buck 46.
What are you in now? Continue flight? Yeah, we're in continuous flight.
So Ryman is 9 miles out. We're at 15.6 descending. We need to be above 11. So we'll probably pass at 11.
Outside 605, turn 10 degrees left, on the maintain, level 370. Left 10 degrees, new heading 075, maintain.
And we had a nice tailwind helping us the whole way.
Repeat the flag level, please. Outside 605, follow maintain, level 370. Try maintain 370 on heading 075, Alexandria 605, thank you. Delta 170, descend to maintain level 250. Descend to level 250, Delta 170.
Delta 444, direct to Vital.
Direct rate of Vital, Delta 444 heavy.
Outside 605, direct to Vital.
All right, Ryman, the fuel 10.9. We're at 11 right now, so we're looking good on the fuel. We'll have 10.3 when we get in, as long as I can put it down. Another 62 miles to go, and 158. And we're at 12.6 passing over Ryman, so we're above 11, so that constraint's met, and we're inbound Pecky. Pecky, we need to be above 10, and then Janelle above 9. So the flight management computer has performed beautifully this run. You want some drag? I'll give you some drag, baby. And we can continue on down. Above 9. And she's been handling pretty good, so we're going to come down to 6.
Delta 204 back 1,200 for 190.
Delta 204, then I found and maintain, follow 270.
Alright, time to maintain, 270,
All right, our speed's going to slow now to 240. Oh, actually, they want us at 250.
230.
Time to maintain, Bravo 230, Delta 1266.
And we'll make you 250 as well. Keep that speed up. They want us 250 at Old Bait, so.
444, 2875, come on.
A little late on the speed there. We're just passing 10 now, and we should be at 250, so. And let's have a peek. Exterior lights, check, set. Engine start selected to continuous, and I'm already set up for for terrain on the EFIS. Oh, thanks, A330 pilot. I appreciate that. All right, Janelle, 10.9 on the fuel. We're 10.9 on the fuel. We're coming down beautifully. And the temperature back there for them is nice and comfortable. All right, we're inbound Old Bait. They want us at 250 between 6 and 12, so. Here comes the speed now. So just a minor issue with the Zibo on the speed. Other than that, it's been a great run from the originator flight. And we'll secure on the back end, because then I'm going to go have dinner. Well, I'll probably have an early lunch by the time we get in. Not really dinner time, but. And then we'll start cold and dark out of Nashville and figure where I'm going to go next. I'll go take a look at Flight Aware, and I'll see what's in the area. About an hour and a half ride.
Okay, when able, direct contact, Quebec.
Kepler 170, contact on 133.42.
3342, W170, get it?
So we're right in the middle between 6 and 12. Although we should be at 250 knots, what is being told.
270 or less approaching, W1266.
And yet we're at 240.
Descend into robot 3, runway 4 right, accept and not exceed 270 knots for approach.
Descend via the robot 3, 4 right, accept and not exceed 200.
Yeah, it should be 250 knots. They got us at 240 if you look at the flight management computer.
Outside 605, contact 108.
We're on that moving map display now.
12875, right, Italia 605, heavy spike.
Yeah, 950 contact on now 128.75.
Great, so far, United 5 minutes.
That's a pretty cool view. Hope the camera's doing it justice. And we're going to continue our descent here in just a little bit. And we're going to head on down to 6. What are we holding at here?
Eric, yeah, Delta 204.
Yeah.
And Delta 204, you actually can direct the whale now, direct whale.
Right whale for Delta 204.
Bridgeman 22 Quebec, are you direct to Alex now?
He's alright, get it, and then we'll send that to Alex. We'll go to weather on that, that's fine.
Alright.
Get my head out of the way. I think that monitor might be a little bit brighter than this one. These two look pretty good from here. I may have to lower that down a touch. I'll review the video later. That's what it looks like from here. We'll see what the video footage shows, but that's what it looks like to me. Looks like it's a little bit too bright. Gotta get a little HDR in there and tone it down a bit. All right, Jenkins, we should have 10.6 on the fuel with 10.7, so we're looking pretty good. Coming down beautifully. And that's just about 45 minutes since we left the gate. 36 minutes since we entered the runway. We got another 27 miles to go. There's our airport. We're just going to come out and loop around.
Delta 204, contact running on 128.75. 2875, Delta 204, bye-bye.
Give me 250, let's see. She should follow the FMC though. And we're going to 201. I was slowing at 210 anyway, so we're going to go all the way down to 180. Let's enjoy this view.
Delta 140, contact running on 128.75.
And how about you take it all the way down?
Flight 649, as you're aware, I am showing weather 12 to 1 o'clock and 70 miles, 50-mile area is modest station.
Yes, this is my own personal simulator, yes. Was that Yapdala? Yeah, this is in my 2-car garage.
That's what we are deviating from
And for those of you just joining in, if you don't like the lighting that's out there, that's on me. Those are my night lighting edits. That's not on Laminar. Let's go flaps 1. And we're going to continue to slow all the way down.
We have that as well, but we would like to deviate east of this weather past J2.
And at Wama, let's pick that up now. 2, we're doing Z. Here we come. Give me 5. Let's slow all the way down here.
Good evening, United 918, second run at flight level 330 with deviating right according to weather and requesting flight level 350. 918, common maintain level 350. Out of 33 for 35.
So they want us mandatory 5,000 at Wama. We're at 5140, slowly descending. So we're pretty much right there. Give me 10 on the flaps. Help get that nose down a little bit to get a little bit of a better view out the front window. But it still looks like I have too much, a little bit too much brightness on that left monitor. All right, let's get set up a little early here. And give me 15. And we're going to slow all the way up. Enjoy every bit of this ride. 25. And 30. Alright, lights, engine start select is auto brake, speed brake, landing gear, flaps, and they have been notified. Just take a quick peek. Tender notification is complete, speed brakes on, landing gears down, 3 green, flaps are set for landing. Let the auto flight take us all the way around. And we're holding at, what did I say, 4,000? At Hickory. And on a miss, we're straight out, 021. Okay. Matter of fact, we go there right now. 21.
So there's that line is right off your left side, and then that turns in all the way towards Kennedy.
What a beautiful view, man. How much? You're looking at 100 grand for this. If you take a look in my, I forget what YouTube calls it, where you have your whole bunch of them set up. I have a couple of them in there, not many though. I have a lot of photographs, but not much of anything else there. A little lazy on the throttle here. Yeah, let me get that's a perfect view. See if that left monitor is a little bit too bright.
Currently right now it's showing modern station over Bradley and east of Bradley. I think that line has gone through Bradley.
2,500.
Beautiful view.
Definitely turn in and try to cross or try to go anywhere. Well, good choice. Like I say, you're going to have to go through the line unless you want to go all the way up to Augusta, Maine.
Alright, give me the speed. She is all over the place with the speed here. Matter of fact, give me the whole bird. My bird, I've got control. My bird. And we're good here. Let me have you.
Right up Groton right now, setting 20 miles per hour. Just let me know, I understand that, and let me know when you're at Groton. Alright, we'll do. We are
I'm a little high.
Very good. But if you actually want to cut it short, there's another fix about 20 miles west of Groton called Green, Charlie Romeo, Echo Alpha Mike, or you can even go as close as Hartford, Connecticut. That way you could actually take a look at that weather, and if you need to deviate further right or you want to hold out east of that, you're welcome to do that also. Alright, flight back is not back.
25 knot crosswind. Ouch. 26. Oh yeah.
That's a negative 2. We are still east of the line and it's showing some precipitation south of 1. So as it looks, we would like to stay east of the line all the way towards Romeo Pocket.
Okay, yep.
This is going to be interesting. 22 knots. Now she dropped a little bit. Not much.
Before contact, 133.42. 133.42. The calculation before. 42.
1,000.
A little bit of light chop, reported, but nothing more than light chop in front. Are you picking up light chop there, 35? Okay, thank you.
Got the winds, crosswinds down to 18. Now they're getting a little better.
Southwest 137, weather from
500.
10 o'clock, 50-mile area of
Approaching minimums.
30 miles, 15-mile area.
Any,
300.
flight slow.
Minimums.
Continue.
200.
Maintain 2,000 feet or greater in the descent. Maintain from
100.
Half a landing.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, look at those winds push. Wow. Holy. Oh, man. I think I might have to do a little rudder work here. I might have to do a little rudder work there. Might be a little too soft. Might be a little too soft. Alright, and we'll get off at B4 here. That was rough. Wow.
Blue Streak 99, 14 to center maintain level 200.
And down 200, yeah, we'll continue on to Golf Oscar November.
Yeah, 918.
That was rough.
2875.
And we're Concourse D, right? What do you have, gate? Delta 1. Let's clean this puppy up, shall we? Let's get the APU up and running. And you can go to TA, you can go to test. Alright, and you're good. Let's have a quick peek here. Exterior lights is needed. We are good. APU, we'll get that up and running. Your dampers off. Window heat switches as needed. They're off. Probe heat switches are off. Wing and engine anti-ice, they're off. Engine start selectors as needed. They're off. Auto brake is off. Speed brake is down. Flaps are up. Transponders TA auto weather radar set to test. Alright, that's good. And we've got D1, so we're in Concourse D right in the corner. Alright. Waiting on the APU.
Direct to Bradley, Blue Streak 9914.
Alright, we're good.
Market 2140, descendant power discussion, maintain level 290.
So, 48 minutes.
Market 2140, you can expect to descend the robot 3 runway 4 right. We'll expect that, American 2140. Blue Streak 9914, contact on 133.42.
3342, okay, 942.
And we can get on APU bleed. And we can kill number 2.
Southwest 5137, contact 10135.8. 35-8, connect,
And I'll tell you, the last 2 landings were not very good. I'm going to have to go back to school.
Trim 99 Center, Roger. Advise when you can be direct to Nantucket.
I have to go get one of those little pedal carts that have the wings on them and go outside and practice. Alright, Lima. We'll take Lima all the way down to, is that Tango 6.
Alright, down to 250 and 2,000 feet or better through 280, American 140.
I got to see what the deal is with this freaking, look at it, this, I mean, I'm putting a lot in here and I'm not getting that much in the front. Oh, you know what it might be? I installed a new Zibo, and I wonder if it's got my tiller and stuff together. That I didn't look at. That could very well be. Alright, electric, yeah, and then next should be hydraulics.
Out of 21.7, climb in flight level 350.
I hope you enjoyed the ride. The landing wasn't one of my better ones, but yeah, brace for impact is right. Oh yeah, I tell you, Ben, it's a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. I have a blast whenever I'm in here. Most of my time in this house is spent in the garage. My wife always knows where to find me. And hydraulics, yep. Very good. And we want 6. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is missing from the charts. Interesting. It doesn't show T5 here going in. Interesting. Some of these charts are a little screwy. Hope it's got 6.
First F5 flight, 2, switch to block 22230.
First 75, flight 7 maintain, level 250, block 260.
25, block 26, first 75. Citadel 20, checking out of 17 for 230, and we're in a left turn direct Nantucket.
Delta 208, Boston Center, common maintain, level 290.
5 to 290, Delta 208.
Delta 208, when able to see direct to Alex, can advise.
Delta 208, direct to Alex, we'll let you know. 208, taking direct to Alex at this time.
We're all the way down in the corner.
Direct Alex.
Delta 208, direct Alex.
Well, I'm going to try and get another ride in after I get something to eat. But I want to take a look at the my rudder. Seems a bit unresponsive.
Contact, turn out 133.5.
335 for JetBlue's 2275. Good night.
I hope we're going to find parking here. Might have to turn down traffic global a little bit. Have a hard time finding parking. But our spot should be right in that corner.
Delta 208, contact on the 128.75.
No, that's an hour since we left the gate, so off by about a minute, maybe 2. That's it. Not bad. Pretty good ride.
Center American 1272. Yeah, we'd like to pick our way, or help us pick our way through the eastern side of this stuff and then come back down to the north.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to adjust some of this traffic. I think I have it at 90% now, so.
And we can deviate if necessary to work your way through that line.
All right, cleared direct Grot, then Bradley, American 1272, and I'll let you know when you deviate. Thank you. Grim 99.
Good 99, go ahead.
Grim 99, I'd like to request descent to 240 for AR.
Grim 99, maintain 310 for now. Contacts on now 128.75. They'll have lower for you.
All right, 2875, and we'll maintain 31 for
That should be our spot right there. Let's see if we can make this guy move. See if he'll get out of the way. Sometimes they disappear for you.
Virgin 162, Center. Roger, you direct top now?
I found it, Virgin 162.
You're not going to disappear for us. There you go. Thank you.
Call again.
My gate.
So Virgin 162, requesting deviation up to 20 miles right of course. Due weather.
Virgin 162, approved as requested, advising direct top.
Okay, Virgin 162, thank you.
All right. Any collision and let them run around. All right, now let me set up for ground here.
15,000, descending 15,000 American 1272.
Let me bring up the flight bag.
Number 3460, 310.
And over,
GPU, set the chocks, ASU, doors, get the doors open.
Weather 12 o'clock, 40 mile area, head to extreme precipitation.
All right, chocks are in position. We can loose the brakes. Ground power is available. Let's get on ground, confirm. And we're going to get on unconditioned air. And get rid of you. You. And you're to stand by. All right, let's have a peek.
Virgin 162, contact Center 128.
Electrical power, AP or ground, we're on ground. And bleed panel, we're set for unconditioned air. Fuel levers are set to cut off. Anti-collision lights off. Passenger signs are off. Fuel pump switches are off. Electrical panel check set. Galley power is off. Window heat switches are off. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Exterior lights as needed. We have position and logo. Flight director switches are off. Chocks in position. The parking brake is off. And that's a wrap. All right, everybody. Just a couple of minor things with the aircraft, but nothing all that serious. I am going to go on Discord and see what the deal is with SayIntentions, because I wasn't getting any response from them at all. I was getting some weird feedback, so they must be working on that, I would imagine. So, all right, everybody, for those that were with me today, I hope you enjoyed the ride. I'm hoping I'm going to get in here for another run because my wife's going out with her girlfriend, so I should be able to get another run in here later. Whether or not my voice is going to hold up, I don't know. So, all right, as always, you know, I appreciate the company and the conversation when I'm in here. So, for those of you that are my regulars, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I will catch you on my next run, everybody.
Okay, number 34 is 16 fighting 055.
055 for 3416.
Qatar 702 will be requesting IO.
Qatar 702, I'll fire in just a minute.
Okay.
Qatar 702, climb maintain level 290.
Maintain level 290, Qatar 702.
Delta 2930, 28. No.
Also 2930, climb maintain level 210.
Set of maintain level 210, Delta 2930.
Number 3416, fly heading 100, 100 heading.
100, Endeavor 3416.
And Endeavor 3416, you're still not paving anything. It's clear 12 o'clock, about 8 miles, and extend about 10 miles east. I'm going to vector you about 10 miles